Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And there really are few places on earth quite like this. The grand cathedral of football that is the Giuseppe Meazza. And we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Centre of attention, of course, Zico. Now he can play.
Well, you know, he isn't just a playmaker, Peter. He puts the hard yards in, and he has the presence to be quite a strong leader too.
So it's no surprise that so many idolise him and emulate him.
Brazilian flair and elegance is tough to emulate, but very easy to admire.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Played into space. Oh, no! And Tevez! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
Lahm. And it's Tevez. Lahm, here's onto this. Tevez. And a chance! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
He's having a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Japan are looking to go forward now. Great defending, strong and determined. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Tevez. Rooney. Tevez. Cross needs to be good. And that has been knocked clear. And this is Hazard. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. Hullet. Pirlo. Almost half an hour in now. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well read, nice interception. Zico. And Guardiol looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass. Pirlo. Hullet. Costa Curta. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Rooney. Can he latch on to this? Luis Suarez. Rooney. Japan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Neatly clipped into space, and he's been shifted off it. Pirlo. Japan looking to pass their way through. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vardiol. And they win it back again. And it's Rooney. Azar. Now it's Mbappe. And Gvardiol.
Japan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
An instinctive delivery. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Japan are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And we are back on the way. Japan carrying a one-goal lead. Japan do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Tevez. And this is Rooney. Oh, that is a nice touch. Cross to the back. He's got all. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Pirlo. And it's Hullet. And here's Suarez. Out towards the flank. Nice looking ball. Hazard. No way through there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
It's their second corner of the game. And he shoots! And he hits the net! They are right back in business!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Galatasaray grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rooney. And here's Tevez. Played out wide. Lamb. A header! Goal! Japan! And they're back in front. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now that looks a decent ball. He slid. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Japan presented with a golden opportunity here. Mignon, in the context of the game, he must save it. He can't put it away.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Galatasaray needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He might... Rooney! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Rooney really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
they can spring out of defence. That pass isn't the best. Quality ball. Bullet. Hangs one in. Rijkaard. And that is out of play. Now it's Tevez. Luis Suarez. Rijkaard. Pirlo calmly anticipates. Tevez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's through here. Good ball, good take. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Galatasaray really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well-timed, excellent interception.
Tevez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pirlo. And this is Rooney. Aimed beyond the defence. He's come in hard. Nicely spread. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack.
Sostituzione per il Galatasaray. Numero 4. Numero 20.
Guardiola.
Hazard.
Whatever he had in mind,
Numero
that
11.
was not it.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 8. Il numero 18. Neymar. Il numero 10. Cambio di giocatori.
Into the last 5 minutes. Luis Suarez shoots! And yes, it's there! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Japan could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Cantona.
Il quarto uomo indica 4
Rijkaard.
minuti di recupero.
It's Camavinga. A probing pass. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Costa Curta. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Figo. And it's Pirlo. And here's Cantona. He's got away. Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is That's that, the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Now it's Bale. It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, well played. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Japan are looking to go forward now. Brilliantly cut out. Yamal does well to get it back. Danger averted for now. But they've got it again. It's a good spell of possession, this. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Lewandowski! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! No mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
No, that's been intercepted. Back into the middle. Oh, well played, well played.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Searching pass he's played there. And here's Bale. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Pedri. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he was alert to it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Yamal cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Chance! Goal! Japan! into the lead once more. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Rooney demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal is offering Luis Suarez. Chance, surely! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Rooney. Messi. Japan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, that's superb. Bale! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Costa Curta. Oh, that's well spotted. Yamal. Japan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. It's Luis Suarez! It's loose and... Oh, he's been caught napping! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Thinks one through. Now it's Yamal. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Ferdinand. Yamal gets into some space. Cross into the box. And it's claimed by the keeper. And it's Bale. Looking to play him in. And this is Luis Suarez. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Japan are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And we're underway again. Messi tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. Rafinha. And that is as far as they're going to go. Swings it across. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
It's just beyond his reach. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for the run, and this is Bale. Off the post. Relentless, just relentless. And the lead is extended still further. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Japan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Aimed beyond the defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
He's found a way through. Kubasi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He won't be happy with that one. Has a look and play. And he shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. It is no contest. It is a landslide. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Japan are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Terrific header! And again! Oh, taken with style! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Crossed into the box. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he goes cross-field. Pirlo. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Thuram for Ferdinand. Cannavaro. Pedri. And here's Rafinha. Now it's Bale. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's away. Pass is just off target.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Great chance here from position A1. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Pirlo! Oh, denied at the last. Probing pass. And this is Lewandowski. And he's got the beating of his man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bale did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's the chance to counter. Bale is in a really good position out wide.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
And this is Bale! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And yes, it's him again. Looks across and plays it in. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Now the cross. It's a mighty effort! It's there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Japan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here.
Now there is a quality striker, Peter, in the shape of Bebeto. Like so many Brazilian strikers of his time, not physically imposing, but fast, agile, intelligent.
And of course, behind it all, a dogged, a determined personality, a genuine footballing perfectionist.
And a player you always wanted to stay in the box. His darting movement, he had a great habit of being able to lose a marker. Superb player.
Costa Curta. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Backward it goes. Luis Suarez. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Costa Curta. Veron. And it's Pirlo. And this is Bale. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Ruben Neves. Passing is crisp and sharp. Veron. Luis Suarez. He's got away. Luis, there's the header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So we're still where we started right now. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Bale. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves...
And Bebeto! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
That's a little off target. Shot a goal! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Ferdinand.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Pirlo. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Bebeto. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's onto this. He's found a way through. That'll be a throw-in. Looking to go deep. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now it's Bale. Pirlo. Now it's Figo. De Ligt cuts it out. Rijkaard. Ruben Neves. Costa Curta. And the pass is intercepted. Foden. Foden has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Costa Curta. Figo picks it up out wide. And he knocks it clear. Look at Pirlo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Figo. Chips it through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Costa Curta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That pass isn't the best. And he's running through. No, he's just misjudged that one. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Over to the left. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station. Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's a risky... he's given it away! Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. James. Japan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And the counter is on. Foden. Distributed tidily. Foden. Played into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Plays a sharp little ball here. Costa Curta. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Ferdinand calmly anticipates.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Foot in. Ruben Neves. Oh, it's Van Basten. And this is... There's the shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Ruben Neves. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and it's Van Basten! Oh, he's really drilled it. Japan are looking to go forward now. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's an imaginative pass. De Ligt. Ruben Neves. Great vision. Rijkaard. And here's Bale. Ruben Neves, who does have an assist to his name. That is ended up in no man's land. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
El Paso Locomotive, clearly...
Bale! Sticks it away! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Phil Foden. Coming on the field is number 22, Soboslai.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Bebeto. And this is takes a shot! He's scored! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
It's Figo! And again! That is decidedly lacking. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He might be in here! Bebeto. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are cruising away!
The goal scorer!
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Substitution on the field.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's...
And a shot! He scores! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And that will be it. Japan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times